What are the green features?
You know, when you do a mixed use like this, you're not as built green as, let's say, that we'd like to be. I just came out of a built green community that that we were working on, where, you know, it's a little bit different when you're doing a commercial, the commercial with the residential. So as far as the community has not been, you're familiar with the built green system on how they rate it. Leslie, the experience that we've had is we just came out of a development that was in Superior that we had helped a developer on, and Boulder Creek Builders was the builder on it, which is, they try to be as built green as possible. The Arete, when I talked to Stephen about that on the construction and stuff, is not as built green.
Is there any solar involved?
There is no solar involved.
So can I ask you do you know how the developer met the affordability requirement?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
You just, like I say, he's been there a month, I've been there a week, so we're...
But I know he met it.
He's been around long enough to probably have.
Well, it wouldn't have been built if he hadn't met it.
Yes, exactly.
So he would have paid into the system, basically, for it to defray costs elsewhere.
I think that could be one way that he did it. There's numerous ways that you can go ahead and do that.
Beth will tell us all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't there?
Yes.
I think I read something about the building next to the Arete having foundation issues. That was in the paper. Did that get settled out? And
No, and you know, I kind of read that, you know, when I came in and told Stephen that I would take this on for him. I came in and you know, looked through everything that we had, and you know, I reviewed the report, and you know, have no idea if anything, when they were building the foundation or excavating or anything, we don't know if that caused anything or not. So no, that's something that will have to go through the courts.
So I'm curious about, you said that Stephen designed this original concept in 1983?
Well, he came up with the concept, did his first concept on what he wanted to do there. That was back when the Canyon Inn was there.
So did he own the building all the time?
He bought the building, I think he bought the building right about that time, because I know that, yeah, he's owned that property for a very, very long time.
It just seems a little curious about the timing as far as, you know, maybe the people in your price range aren't being affected by the economy, but
you're talking about,
real estate in general is...
it's kind of build it when you can. You know, it only took 20 years to build the St. Julian and 3 developers.
Right.
You know, so what? You're gonna say the timing's not right. Gee, we're gonna wait another 10 years. You build it when you can. I mean, you know.
Well, I guess that's my question. I mean, he literally couldn't have built it any sooner than now, right?
Well, he probably could have built it sooner, but you know, here's the thing. I mean, there was during a time at that point where, you know, you have vision, and you do have to wait for the timing. I mean, obviously the stuff that Bill Reynolds did, you know, helped pave the way. And you know, it's, you know, that went through the Elephant Bar. You know, I mean, it went through the Hannah's had it as the Oasis. I mean, there was a number of things. So the property was a great property. One of the main things, Stephen wanted the Arete to be quality. One of the penthouses will be his. He will be living in that building. This will be his residence. All right. Now, Stephen has done a huge amount, and not only for the community, but a huge amount in development. But he wants the Arete building to be the building that people remember him by. And so I can tell you, there was no expense spared in what went in that building. He's done a phenomenal job. The quality that went in there, he was very instrumental in making. One of the key components that I think is really a big plus is that when you take a look at the building and you take a look at the key feature on the corner that is facing towards the east, and it's got the round part, you know, that was Stephen's idea. Then you also take a look at what they call keyholes and what it is in the center of the building. Now, when you get off the elevator, you don't walk into a lobby like this with light. you walk into natural light. There's glass on both sides. Huge difference in the appearance. It's got Venetian plaster on all the hallway walls. The hallways are wide. When you walk in there, you feel like you're in a resort. I mean, the difference in what he did is huge. So when you take a look at it, I mean, this is a building that when I walked in this, I went, this is a community that anybody would be proud to live in. And one of the reasons, you know, I talked to Stephen, I said, Stephen, these are whole value, and I know it's a bold statement, but you watch, I'll raise prices there at some point. Because you know what? That's a building that people are gonna wanna get in. And everybody knows that is in the residential business, you know, you wanna rely on somebody, on the developer that has strength, all right? We offer everything. We offer the best location, we offer the best finish, and the strength of the developer.
Just wanted to thank you for coming to present. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this
Don't
one.
hold back, tell us how you really feel.
Exactly. So can you see why I have no problem
Thanks
with
for
it?
presenting.